Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, this is our fourth session for the topic averages. In the previous sessions we discussed good number of problems based on deviation, and in this session let's take some more problems and just get ready with your paper and pen. Let's begin. Now this problem, the average age of students of a class is 15.8 years. The average age of boys in the class is 16.4 years and that of girls is 15.4. The ratio of number of boys to the number of girls. Now this problem can be solved easily by alligation method, right? You might have attended the alligation and mixture session. So here boys, girls, right? Average age is 15.8. Okay, average age of boys is 16.4 and that is girls is 15.4, right? Obviously 15.8 is somewhere between boys and girls. We find the deviation. 16.4 minus 15.8 is 0.6 and this is 0.4. So the ratio is 2:3. Okay, that's very simple. Now this question. In an examination, a pupil's average marks were 63 per paper. If he had obtained 20 more marks for geography paper and 2 more marks for history paper, his average per paper would have been 65. How many papers were there in the examination? I assume there were X papers, right? So initial total is 63X, right? Okay, since there are X subjects, X papers and 63 per paper, so initial total is 63 X, right? Now if we had got 20 more marks in geography, that means apart from this total, if he is getting 20 more marks in geography and 2 more marks in history, so this is the new total, right? Initially this is the total. If he is getting 20 more marks in geography, so in total 20 more will be added. Then he is getting 2 more marks in history, then 2 more will be added. So this is the new total, that is initial plus extra marks in geography and extra marks in history. Now the new average is 65. So the new total will be what? Average marks, number of subjects into average, right? So the new total is actually 65X and this is the new total and this is 65X. So 2X is equal to 22, so X is equal to 11. Okay, getting my point? X is the number of subjects, 63 is the average, so total of all the subjects is 63X. Now he is getting 20 more marks in geography, so I added 20, then he's getting 2 more marks in history, so I'm adding 22. So this is the new total if he's getting these extra marks, right? And because of these extra marks, his average increased to average is now 65, right? So the new total is actually X subjects into 65 average, so new total is 65 and this is the new total. So by calculating we will be getting X as 11. Okay. Now this problem, in a school with 600 students, the average age of boys is this, girls is this, average age of school is this, then the number of girls. Again you can solve this problem easily by alligation method. Alligation is nothing, actually it's an extension of deviation method, right? So here boys, here girls. So this is 12 years, this is 11 years and this is 11, 9 by 12. So it is 11, 3 by 4, or I can say 47 by 4, right? So it's 48 minus 47, that's 1 by 4, and here it is 3 by 4. So the ratio between boys and girls is 3:1, right? Now total is 600 and total is 4, right? So 4 is 600, that means 1 is 150. So 450 boys and 150 girls. So number of girls is 150. Okay, so simply you can solve this problem by alligation method. Now the average salary of all the workers in a workshop is 8,000. The average salary of 7 technicians is 12,000 and average salary of the rest is 6,000. The total number of workers in the workshop. Okay, you can use alligation method or you can use the deviation method that we have discussed earlier. Suppose apart from 7 technicians, more X technicians are there, right? Average salary of the rest. So this rest is actually X. Now what we do is we see the deviation. Now average salary of all the workers is 8,000, right? Now 8,000 and 12,000, the deviation is 4,000 and this deviation is positive, right? So average deviation is 4,000, so total deviation will be 7 into 4,000, right? So 7 into 4,000, 28,000, right? Now X persons and the deviation is what? 8,000. Here the deviation is negative because 6,000 minus 8,000. So deviation is 2,000 and X persons are there. So deviation will be 2,000 X and it will be negative. So it is 0. Sum of the deviations is 0. So X is equal to 28,000 by 2,000, that is 14, right? So this rest is actually 14. So total number of workers must be 14 plus 7, that is 21. Okay? Or you wish to go for allegation method, that also you can do. Here it is 12,000, here it is 6,000 and overall average is 8,000, right? So 8 minus 6, here 2,000 and here it is 4,000. Ratio is 1:2, right? Now this 12,000 is actually for 7 technicians. That means 1 is actually 7. If 1 is 7, 2 must be 14, right? So overall 7 plus 14, 21. This way you can this way also you can go. Okay? Now this question, the average age of a group of persons going for picnic is 16 years. 20 new persons with an average age of 15 years join the group on the spot, due to which the overall average becomes 15.5. The number of persons initially. I assume the number of persons initially were X, right? And average age of this X persons is 16 years, right? Once again we go for the deviation method. This 20 persons average age is 15 and overall age is 15.5. Right? So this X persons age is 16, so deviation is 16 and 15.5, deviation is 0.5, right? So X person total deviation will be 0.5X, right? Then 20 persons deviation is 0.5, but it is negative, right? Because 15 is less than 15.5, so it is 20 into 0.5, but it is negative, right? So sum of deviation is 0. So we can take this 0.5 and 0.5 is cancelled. So X is equal to 20. So initial number of persons were 20. Okay. And again we can do the problem by allegation method. Initially the average of these persons is 16 years. Average of these new persons, that is 20 persons, is 15 years. Overall average is 15.5. So it is 0.5, 0.5. That means 1:1 ratio, right? Now this 15 average is of 20 persons, right? And the ratio is 1:1. That means average, this data is actually also 20. That means 20 persons are having the average as 16, right? So this way also you can go, and this is like very simple method. Now this question, the average age of 3 children in a family is 20% of the average age of father and the eldest child. Total age of mother and youngest child is 39. If father's age is 26, what is the age of the second child? Okay, I assume the 3, that is A, B and C, right? He is youngest, then second one, and then eldest. Okay, average is A plus B plus C by 3, and that is equal to 20% of father and average age of father and eldest child 20%. Okay, so father is F, eldest child is C, and their average is this, and this average is 20% of this average. So 20% is actually 1 by 5. Okay, then total age of mother and youngest child is 39 years. So mother and youngest child is A is 39 and father's age is 26. So instead of F we can put 26. Okay, now what? We want the age of the second child. that is we want B. So you can see many unknown data are there, so we cannot calculate the value of B over here, okay, because mother's age is just related to the youngest child. It has no relation with the other two children, okay. Now this question, after replacing an old member by a new member, it was found that the average age of 5 members of a club is same as it was 3 years ago. What is the difference between the ages of the replaced and the new member? Okay, what I do is I assume the average age as of now of the 5 members is X, right? As of now, present average is X. So present total will be 5x, right? X is average and there are 5 members, so present total is 5x. So 3 years before, everybody must be 3 years less, so total will be 5x minus 15, right? 3 years, everybody must be 3 years younger, so in total 3 into 5, 15 we have to deduct. So this is the total age before 3 years, right? And if I divide it by 5, we'll be getting this is the average age of the persons before 3 years, right? Now from this total I deduct the age of the old person, maybe suppose it is A, and I add the age of the new person, suppose it is B. So this is the new total, right? And this is the new total and this is actually the new total, because the new average is equal to the old average. So new total is equal to old total. I remove this 5. So precisely 5x minus A plus B is equal to 5x minus 15. So B minus A is equal to minus 15, or we can say A minus B is equal to 15. That means the difference between their ages is 15 years. Okay, I repeat, present average age is X. Now since there are 5 members, present total is 5x. Now from this present 5x, one person is leaving. I suppose his age is A. So from the total I deduct his age. So this is the total of now 4 persons. Now one new person is joining with the age B, so I am adding his age. So this is further the total of 5 persons. But in this case the new person is there but the old person is eliminated, right? Now this is the total present age of all this new team, right? With the old member is getting exchanged with the new member. Now that is actually what the average is same as 3 years ago, right? So 3 years ago the total present total is 5x. So 3 years ago 5 members must be 3 years older, 3 years younger. So it's 3 into 5, that is 15 we have to deduct. So this is the old total. Okay. Now this total and this total, average is same, that means total will also be same because the number of persons is same in both the cases. So 5x minus A plus B is equal to 5x minus 15. So from this we can get the value of B minus A or A minus B. That is the difference between the ages of replaced and the new member. So that is 15 years, right? If you are not clear for the first time, do watch the explanation once again. Okay. 10 years ago, the average age of a family of 4 members was 24 years. 2 children having been born with age difference of 2 years, the present average age of family is same, that is 24 years only. The present age of the youngest child, I suppose he is X, then the elder one, because the difference is 2 years, he must be of X plus 2 years, right? Now what? Initially the average was 24 years, that is 10 years ago. That means the present average, because each data is being increased by 10, so overall average will also be increased by 10. So present averages of these 4 persons is 34, right? So present total must be 34 into 4 of these 4 persons only. Now 34 into 4, this is the total of these 4 persons, plus 2 more members are there of x and x plus 2 age. So this is the total of all the 6 members of the family, right? So if I divide it by 6, that will be the average age of the 6 members, and that is actually same as it was earlier, that is 24, right? So x is the unknown quantity that we have to calculate. So 2x plus 2 is equal to, 2x is equal to 144 minus 138. So 144 minus 138 is 6. So 2x is equal to 6, that means x is equal to 3. So the youngest child is of 3 years. Okay, so it's really simple. Now this is also a problem similar to the previous one. 3 years ago, the average age of the family of 5 members was 17 years. A baby having been born, the average age of the family is same today, the present age of the baby. Similarly, 3 years ago, the average was 17. So the new average, as of now, the average will be 17 plus 3, 20, because if everybody is getting older by 3 years, so average will also be increased by 3. So present average is 20. And since there are 5 members, so present total of these 5 members must be 20 into 5, right? That is the present total of the 5 members. Now we have one more baby. I assume the age of the baby to be x, right? Now this is the total of 6 members. This is the total 5 member plus x, the age of baby. So this is the total of 6 members. So if I divide it by 6, I'll be getting the average of these 6 members, and this is actually same as it was earlier. So that is 17, right? So 100 plus x is equal to 102. That means x is equal to 2. Okay, so the present age of the baby is 2 years. Right? So pretty simple concept. Now the average age of a husband, wife and their child 3 years ago was 27 years, and that of wife and the child 5 years ago was 20 years. The present age of the husband is. Now that's very simple. Average age of husband and wife and their child 3 years ago was 27. So as of now, the average will be 30, right? Because everybody is getting older by 3 years, so average will also be increased by 3, right? So now average age is 30 years, and average is 30. There are 3 persons, so the total will be 90. So husband plus wife plus child is total age is 90. Okay, this is the first equation. Then average age of wife and child 5 years ago was 20 years. Right? So the average age of wife and child as of now will be 25, because average will also be increased by 5 years. Right? That means the total age of wife and child is 50. Right? So wife plus child total age as of now is 50. That means husband is of 90 minus 50, 40 years. Okay? Now 3 years ago, the average age of A and B was 18 years. So present average is 21, okay, of 2 persons. With C joining them, the average age becomes 22 years. How old is C? Again, we can go by the deviation method. The average age of these 2 persons is 21. As of now, we are talking about present, right? So present average is 21, right? And since there are 2 persons, and the deviation is -1, right? So total deviation will be 2 into -1 minus 2. I assume age of C is C, right? So deviation of C and 22 is C minus 22. And sum of deviations must be 0. So C is equal to 24, as simple as that. Okay? Apart from that, what you can do is, the average age of A and B as of now is 21, so total age must be 42, right? And I assume the age of C is C, so this is the new average, and that is actually 22, right? I'm sorry, this is actually 3. 2 persons and plus 1 person. So 42 plus 6, C is 66. That means C must be 24, right? That we have already calculated. So you can go either way. The average age of a husband and his wife was 23 years at the time of their marriage. After 5 years, they have 1 year old child. The average age. Okay, that's very simple. Average before 5 years was 23. So average as of now, present average must be 23 plus 5, 28. Right? So this is the average of husband and wife. So total of husband and wife is 28 into 2. Now they have 1 year old child. So the age of child, if it is added, this is the total age of the family, and if I divide it by 3, that will be the average age of the family of 3 members. So 56 plus 1, 57 by 3, 19 is the average age of the family. Okay. Now see this, the average weight of 3 men A, B, C is 84. Another man D joins the group and the average now becomes 80. If another man E, whose weight is 3 kilogram more than D, replaces A, then the average weight of B, C, D and E becomes 79, the weight of A. Okay, start making equations. Don't think so much because it will be unnecessary time consuming. Average weight of 3 persons A, B, C and is 84. That means A plus B plus C is 84 into 3. Right? Another man D joins the group and the average now becomes 80. So precisely A plus B plus C plus D. Now the average of the 4 persons is 80, right? So total of the 4 persons is 80 into 4, right? So from, if we deduct A plus B plus C from this equation, we'll be able to get the value of D, right? So D is 80 into 4, that is 320 minus 3 4s are 12. It is 68. So weight of D is 68, right? Another man E, whose weight is 3 kilograms more than D. So E is 71. Okay, replaces A. The average weight of B, C, D and E becomes 79. That means B plus C plus D plus E is 79 into 4. Now D you know, 68, E you know, 71, and this is 79 into 4. So B plus C is equal to 79 into 4 minus 68 minus 71. That we can put over here, and only unknown value is A, unknown quantity is A, that can be calculated. Okay, so A is equal to 84 into 3 minus 79 into 4 minus 68 minus 71. Sorry, this is plus 68 plus 71, because B plus C is equal to 79 into 4 minus 68 minus 71. So B plus C is equal to, if it goes this side, 84 into 3, and that is minus 79 into 4, and the signs will be opposite. Okay, so this calculation we have to make. So pretty lengthy calculation, but you have to make. And apart from that, you can go by the digital root method, or maybe you can go by the unit digit method. So here the unit digit is 2, here it is 6, here it is 8 and 1, right? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 minus 6, unit digit is 5. So this must be the answer. Okay? Bit lengthy, but not that difficult. A team of 8 persons joins in a shooting competition. The best marksman scored 85 points. If he had scored 92 points, the average score for the team would have been 84. The number of points the team scored was. Okay. See, one person is, the best person is making score of 85, right? And the remaining 7 persons, I assume that they are making the score as X. Right? So total of these 7 persons is 7x. Now this is the total of 8 persons, right? That is the initial total when this best marksman is scoring 85 points, right? Now if the best marksman had scored 92 points and remaining as it is right? Then this is the total. Now in this case, 92 plus 7x, this is the total of 8 persons, and if I divide it by 8, it is a new average, right? And this new average is actually 84, right? This is the score of the new score of the best marksman. This is the total of the initial that the remaining persons. I am assuming X is the score of the remaining persons, average score of the remaining persons. So since there are 7 remaining persons, so their total must be 7x, right? So 92 plus 7x is equal to 8. Okay, so 7x is equal to 672 minus 92. So 7x is equal to 580. Number of points the team scored is actually 85 plus 7x. 7x is 580. So it is 580 plus 85. Okay. I repeat. X is the average of the remaining 7 persons. The best marksman is scoring 85 points. So 85 plus x is the average of the remaining persons. So total of the remaining persons is 7x. So 7x plus 85 is the initial total, right? Initial, that means first case. Now instead of 85, if this guy, the best marksman, is scoring 92% and the remaining persons are on average is x only, so total is 7x. So 7x plus 92, that is the total in the new case when the best marksman is scoring 92 instead of 85, right? So this is a new total. So new total divided by 8 is the new average, right? And so 82 plus 7x by 8 is actually 84. So 7x is 580. And we have to find out the team score, that is the initial total. So instead of 7x I put 580, so total is 85 plus 580, 665. Okay. Now this problem, a cricketer has a certain average for 10 innings. In the 11th inning he scored 108 runs, thereby increasing his average by 6 runs. His new average is, I assume the initial average of this 10 innings is x, right? So total is 10x of 10 innings. In 11th inning he is scoring 108. So total of 11 inning is 10x plus 108, right? For 10 innings his average score is x, so total is 10x, and 11th inning it is 108. So this is the total of 11th inning, and if I divide it by 11, I'll be getting the average of all these 11 innings, right? And this is actually what increasing the average by 6, and that is 6 more than the initial average. So that is, the initial average was 6 and this is actually x plus 6. I repeat, this is the total of 10 innings. This is 11 inning. So this is the total of all 11 innings. If I divide it by 11, I'll be getting the average, and this is actually initial average plus 6 more than that, right? So 10x plus 108 is equal to 11x plus 66. So x is equal to 108 minus 66. So x is equal to 42. And we are asked about the new average. X is the old average. So new average will be 42 plus 6 because his average is increasing by 6 runs. So 42 plus 6, 48 runs. Okay. So friends, a good number of sums based on averages we have discussed in these sessions. Now I am sure you must be getting the confidence on this topic. Just practice with the deviation method because that's really useful to save time in your examination. Okay, so do revise this session and the previous ones. I'll see you in the next session with a new topic. Bye bye.